Vendela, in your dissertation, you're focusing on infrastructure, natural geography, and connectivity. Could you please show our viewers how did you use Bloomberg maps, just some examples, to find the data for your work?
Yeah, of course I can. So as we can see on the screen here, we got the map function open in Bloomberg. So on the right hand side here, you can see lots of different data sets that you can actually apply to the map, which is what I've been mostly exploring with my dissertation. So if we take a look on here, it's everything from first to second nature geography, and sort of almost everything in between. So if you have a look at factories, for example, you will see all of these different dots that's populated the map are different data sets. So this includes anything from admin plans to R&D and manufacturing, all showed in different colours. But what I found almost the most interesting about these data sets is the different filters that you can utilise. So for example, now we can see all of the active factories around the world, and what I kind of thought was the most interesting is the fact that they all cluster in the same areas. However, you can also have a look at, for example, plant factories, which then gives a whole different insight into investments that is planned to happen, which kind of shows that you don't only have to use quantitative data to sort of analyze these kind of things, but a visual like this can also actually really help decision making. So now on the screen we can see the power plants data sets, and as you probably can see, there's a lot more different colors going on the screen. The reason for this is because each color represents a different type of power plant, which can also be useful for a company from, for example, a sustainability point of view, whether or not they're only going to use, for example, green energy, or if they need a certain type of power plant depending on their operations. But what's extra interesting about this, I think, is the fact that you can also look at the status of the power plant, and this got a lot more different filters than the factories actually do. So you can look at anything from abandoned power plants to announced, to, for example, where they got financing secured or even the permit obtained, which could essentially then give a company a head start onto where they would actually want to relocate. So those are just a few examples of what you can actually use the Bloomberg terminal and maps and visualization for, showing these different types of clusters that essentially show visual relationships, showing that financial data can actually be interpreted in so many ways.